What's up guys, it's Taja here and I'm actually back with another video regarding The Last of Us Part 2. And today I actually want to talk about things that we don't want to see in The Last of Us Part 2. And before we get to this, if you guys can make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We've actually been growing at a crazy rate, getting like about 50 subs a day. It's just been a wild journey, and yes, let's get right into this news. So instead of the usual, starting with the story, things we don't want to see, we're kind of, going to come left field for people who are the fans of the multiplayer, since, not a lot of people actually give the multiplayer its time of daylight inside this community who actually covers this game. And honestly, The Last of Us, it has a wonderful multiplayer. It's very competitive and it has a great learning curve to it, and it just requires a little bit of skill. As beloved as it is, it has a lot of problems, and some of those problems can be very game breaking, and it can just really draw you out of the immersion. And I feel like, since we know the second game is going to have an amazing multiplayer, it's going to be even better than the last, is what they're telling us, but we haven't seen anything specifically yet. We're just hoping that we don't have any bugs in this game, because if you played The Last of Us multiplayer, there is a lot of bugs to it. Even though it's really fun and we really love to play it, there is so many bugs. So yes, make sure that The Last of Us 2 launches with the multiplayer pretty much as bugless as possible, because we don't need that anymore. There's some annoying shit. Also, what we don't want to see with the multiplayer, please do not launch the multiplayer without a leveling system like you guys did in Uncharted 4, as well as have the leveling system be meaningful in this game. Like in the first game, it's pretty much meaningless and it has no point to even be there. It's just a number and you just play the game, you level up. Have it have more of like an achievement to it, like you gain XP, you unlock more weapons. Have the weapons not so pay to obtain. Have it to where you can actually, obtain the gear, play the game, and get rewarded for it. I feel like they'll bring a lot more players into the multiplayer and just open up so much a variety of players into the game. Now for you people who aren't really into multiplayer, I'm sorry about that, but we have to get that out the way first, so because I feel like it's only right. They never get their time of day. So now we're going to go into the story and things we actually do not want to see in this story. So pretty much everybody's played The Last of Us story, everybody loves that game, but we do know there's a little bit of problems with the story in The Last of Us in the original as well, and that has to be the AI. I don't want to see, let's say we're running around with Joel. I don't want to see Joel, following up behind us and then he's running by an enemy and the enemy's just ignoring Joel. Make it a bit more realistic. Have Joel, even if you're not detected, have him get into combat. And you could probably jump in and save him, or you can stay stealth and do whatever, do a surprise attack. Don't just have your NPC, AI character that's your buddy running around you, running around the enemies, and they're not even setting them off or anything. I just feel like that's very game. I feel like it just breaks the immersion a little bit. It's kind of it's just annoying. It's weird, you know what I'm saying? As well as please try to keep as much of it intact as possible, because we all know in the first game we saw some cool mechanics in the E3 gameplay that didn't reach into the final game. So please, a lot of the things that we actually saw into the E3 gameplay of this game in 2018, please keep it in the game whenever the game releases. A lot of that shit looked really dope, and I'll be just so unhappy if we miss any of that stuff. There was a lot of key details. We had in and out stealth system. We had a stealth HUD that went white, flashed white and black. We had you retrieving arrows out your arm. There's a lot of different mechanics in the game that I would love to see stay. So yes, please don't take out too much if you do decide to cut anything. Now also continuing with things about the story that we don't want to happen, things that we don't want to see. Please don't let Ellie's mom go without closure. I want to see more. Don't let that go unseen. Show us some past, some background of the story. Show us the past of Joel. Just show us some past. Don't let the past not be inside the game. The past needs to be present. It has to be there. As well as in the ending of the game, please do not kill off Joel or Ellie. I feel like one of them are going to die, just because the game isn't going to have a happy ending, I don't think. Plus, Neil Druckmann, we know they're done with the scenes. They shot them all because he tweeted it out. And he also said there was a lot of tears shed at the shooting. So if there was, crying, somebody most likely died. It is not a happy ending. So we know there's not a happy end to the game, so we just gotta hope that our boy Joel or our little girl Ellie does not die on us. Now I also know we can't save everyone, but I really hope Tommy makes it throughout the game. He has a lasting impression. I want to see Tommy very present. I just would hate if they have Tommy not very present whenever we're even staying at his place. So please don't let Tommy go unnoticed this game. Last game he had a little role, but I want Tommy to play a major role in this game. I feel like it'd be very interesting to see what baby little brother can do. So yes, let's have Tommy around a little bit more, as well as let's not just, you know, kill, just because it's about hate and like vengeance, don't just kill every character off. You know, Yara and Lev and, you know, Mystery Woman, let them have their fair share of light. Plus, Mystery Woman's supposed to supposedly be a playable character. In my last video, I actually referenced how we're gonna have like 3 playable characters. So, you know, like, I feel like, you know, just not too much death in the game. I also would like the conflict in this game to be very unique. I don't want something very like lackluster, and I don't want any like corny like main villains. Like, we have to see someone badass, someone amazing, someone that we truly hate, someone who really just impacts us as people. So yeah, please, let's not go weak on the story. Like, let's live up to the hype mostly. Like, I really would hate for this game to not live up to the hype we are giving it. We have been hyping this game up since the announcement in 2016 at the PSX, you know? Like, that was an amazing moment. Like, we have been excited for this game for years. So we do not want to see this game fail, because that would be the biggest slap in Sony history, okay? So we just got to make sure this game actually lives up to the main hype itself. And yeah, that's my list of, you know, things that we don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? Those are some pretty negative things that could end up in the game, and we do not need none of that in here. We need all positive vibes. We need a lot of energy. We need the best game that we could ever have. We have been waiting for this game for a long time. We've been in the dark for a long time, so we only deserve the best. I want to know what you guys think about this list. Do you guys think that these are all things that you would not like to see at all as well? Also, you know, what would you guys like to see? Maybe I could drop a video following up with things that we actually want to see, because, you know, like, there's a lot of things that we want to see, but I feel like not a lot of people are covering what we don't want to see. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys could leave me a like and subscribe, also leave a comment. Make sure you leave a comment of what you think. And yes, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another banger.